The Gamer really is trying to be the next Polygon or Kotaku. Like, I pick on them pretty frequently, and frankly, I sometimes feel bad about it because of how often I pick on them, but they keep giving me ammo, so I'm gonna keep responding to them. I know we're all familiar with the push to give games easy modes, and Elden Ring and Dark Souls are too hard, these games are too hard, developer vision for a game being hard is bad. But apparently, we're out of the era of demanding easy modes for games. The new game journalist meta is to say easy mode is the intended way to experience it. Somebody got paid to write this. Ladies and jelly spoons, hold your applause, but I have beaten Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I didn't even get access in the review period. Shocker, the gamer isn't given review codes. I just bought it on the launch day and blitzed it because I'm that good of a gamer. I played it on hard mode too, or at least the hardest of the two modes Kirby has to offer. I upgraded every weapon once, most of them twice, and I've rescued 200 Waddle Dees. Like I said, I'm a jolly good gamer. Good God, you are a good gamer, girl. You get it. But after playing the game again on easy mode while sweeping for extra Waddle Dees, I've discovered it's the perfect way to experience Kirby. Well, this is a decent point. It is really fun to go through a game on harder difficulties and then go through on the easy ones to just kind of blast through it and see what you can do with your newfound knowledge of the map and the mechanics and the lower difficulty. It's fun. That's part of why I like Resident Evil 4 or Doom. You go through the game on harder difficulties, or, for Resident Evil 4, you go through at the same difficulty, but just you get more stuff on your next run. It makes the next run easier, and then eventually you're playing this game that initially took you like 12 hours to finish it. You're finishing it in like an hour and a half. That's fun. That is a fun aspect of video games, yes. People will always tell you that playing on the hardest difficulty is the true way to play. It's not really gaming unless you can't tangibly prove you're better than 90% of other players, right? Well, if everyone is telling you that you're playing on the hardest difficulty, then it wouldn't be 90% of people not playing on the hardest difficulty. It's part of the reason Soulsborne games are held in such high regard. Liking them proves you can play hard games and thus are a real gamer. Soulsborne games don't have difficulty settings. That's a weird equivalency. I try to play all my review games on the default setting, as that feels the closest you can get to whatever the quote true experience is supposed to be. But in general, I barely care what difficulty I play a game on, so I definitely don't care what difficulty other people play on. At least that was true until Kirby. Kirby comes and breaks down the window and is like, hey, you fucking play my game on the easiest difficulty. Just like threatening Kirby is a funny idea to me. Just this ominous sentence, all that the four nations lived in harmony until Kirby. Side note, my fiance and I are watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's her first time seeing it. It's my 20th time watching it, but watching her attitude shift from the beginning of from the reluctance to watch it to now has been so satisfying. It used to be like, honey, this shit looks too anime, I'm not watching it. This shit looks fucking stupid, it looks childish, I'm not watching it. And now it's like she comes home from work, puts her bag down, and is like, honey, we're fucking watching Avatar. And we haven't even met Toph yet. We're only a few episodes into book 2 and she's this invested. I'm so ready. I'm so ready for what comes next. Anyways, Kirby isn't hard, so there's no real notion of challenge to it on the hardest mode. I died a couple of times to later bosses, but none took me more than 3 tries. It's a very simple game, made more interesting by the extra garnishes, which is exactly why easy mode is the way to go. For each level, you get 3 Waddle Dees for reaching the end, plus anywhere between 3 and 5 extra Waddle Dees are hidden around the level. Then there are a few extra Waddle Dees you can get. Fuck, I've never said Waddle Dee this much in a sentence. I can feel the saliva pouring out of the side of my mouth. Waddle Dee, Waddle Dee, Waddle Dee, Waddle Dee, Waddle Dee. Then there are a few extra Waddle Dees you can get as rewards for completing certain tasks, like finding a hidden room, avoiding the lava, or beating a boss in a certain amount of time. Only a boss timer is influenced at all by difficulty, and even then I swept up those in the first round on hard mode. Okay, so sounds like the game's easy. Game's not that challenging. It's probably not meant for a super demanding audience. It's almost like different games are made for different audiences, them being more casual or more hardcore, with the game being inherently more or less demanding. That is literally the Dark Souls argument, but you're on the opposite side, and it's flying over your head. You were just dismissing people who play games on hard mode or people who play Soulsborne games earlier in this article, but now you're literally making the exact same argument with the names changed and you don't fucking notice it. All hard mode does is make some of the levels slightly more annoying. Or challenging? Question mark? There is no high level of skill needed, and the Forgotten Land is not an obtuse game that demands you learn its systems inside and out before mastering them.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
You don't miss out on any of the experience, the thrill, nor the sense of accomplishment in playing it on easy. You just have a smoother ride of it while you're investigating high and low for every little secret. I haven't played this game, but this just sounds inherently wrong. You don't miss out on any of the sense of accomplishment by playing it on an easier difficulty. The game is easier. The game is not demanding as much of you. The game is not requiring as much focus or technical precision from you, but you're not missing any of the sense of accomplishment? Like, really? I get that some people don't care about easy mode, hard mode. Like, I get that some people don't. I get that plenty of people don't care about playing a game on hard mode. But this just sounds inherently wrong. I'd still tell players to use hard mode first and foremost, as it rewards more coins, but it shouldn't take too long to have enough to afford all of the upgrades, especially as the Battle Coliseum with the boss rush mode easily allows you to pick up lots of coins easily, quickly. Anyways, coins quickly. Why did I say easily? The word easily is not in there. But for the true Kirby experience, the one that lets you wander through each level freely to suck up all its secrets, easy mode is where it's at. Again, there's nothing wrong with playing a game on easy mode. It's just, you're just making really weird argument. For someone that was so dismissive of Soulsborne games and so like kind of backhanded whatever to people who like playing games on hard mode earlier in this same article, you're making literally the exact same gatekeeping arguments that they make. Or, you know, the arguments that you call gatekeeping. You're making the exact same arguments from the opposite perspective. I don't know if that's what you're going for, but if it is, then why? If anything, it's a shame that you're penalized so heavily on the coin front for playing on easy. Hard mode wasn't designed to push players. What? Hard mode wasn't designed to push players? Yes, it was. Hard mode wasn't designed to push players, so it seems weird that beating levels on a mode that might more accurately be called less easy comes with such a stack of rewards attached. It's almost like the game requiring more of you wants to be more rewarding for finishing it. Oh my god. Justification for gatekeeping hard mode or gatekeeping the lack of difficulty options at all is usually that the devs want us to play on hard mode. Here, they definitely want us to play on easy. And who are you to question the developer's vision? Oh my god. What is your name? Stacy Henley. Stacy. Let's be real with each other. Justification for gatekeeping the lack of difficulty options is that the devs want us to play on hard mode. But here, in a game where there are difficulty options, you're saying they want us to play on easy. And I'm not even one of these super like play everything on hard mode people. I'm not even one of these anti-easy mode people. I just want people to have fun with games, and I want people to respect the visions of developers. I don't think the developer's vision should be compromised by whether or not someone outside of their intended audience is going to enjoy it. I just don't care. But the thing is, for someone who, the whole thesis of my video here, the whole thesis of my response is for someone so dead set on kind of shaming, diminishing, dismissing people who like hard mode, people who like Soulsborne games. I mean, you said it early. What'd you say? What was the wording that you used? It's not really gaming if you can't tangibly prove you're better than 90% of other players. For someone with this kind of attitude, it is painfully ironic that you write this article, because you are quite literally making the exact same arguments that those people make, but you're making it with your own opinion. Like, how do you miss this? The name of the article is "If you're not playing Kirby in the Forgotten Land on easy mode, you're playing it wrong." Kirby's Spring Breeze mode is the ideal way to play and makes a nice break from the gatekeeping around higher difficulties in games. You are gatekeeping right now, and you don't notice it. The Gamer is a fucking joke. The Gamer is a fucking joke. And I'm gonna keep making videos on this fucking website because it's fucking easy mode. Look at me. I'm not anti-easy mode. I respond to the Gamer constantly. Toodles.